Um, so I placed an order for. I didn't place an order. I bought a Tial blow-off valve offline. It should be here at the end of the week. And since it's a used blow-off valve and I verify authenticity that it's a real Tial, I'm going to go to ATP Turbo to pick up a Tial blow-off valve flange, weld-on flange aluminum, and the O-ring for it, so that way I can have that welded in place when the blow-off valve comes in. I'm going to use my purple blow-off valve that I had for the CRX to mock it up and get it where I want it to be placed at, and then do a couple runs Home Depot and such. And then I'm gonna hit up Brian from B&R Fitting to get some dash 10s for oil pan bungs and stuff like that, and it's a lot cheaper buying it from him than ATP Turbo. So I'm just gonna get that flange today and get that welded on today. Tacos and tortas, Mexican food. It smells so good behind this fucking truck, dude. So ATP Turbo's right here down the street. I just drove 22 miles to Hayward. All right, so a couple hours now back home. The memory on the GoPro was completely full. I forgot to upload the previous clips from my fishing day yesterday. So I'm back home now. Got the parts from ATP Turbo. Got the Tial blow-off valve flange with the O-ring because I bought the used one that does not have any of those. Bought 2 steel oil pan bung return. Now that's gonna be for this oil pan right here. This is a K20 A3 oil pan, and the K20 A2 that's in my car is aluminum. And since it's still on my car and I have that one, I prefer steel over aluminum. So I'm gonna weld this one while I still have the other one installed in the car. So I've been reading about blow-off valve placement on the car, controversies about the right spot, the wrong spots, it doesn't even matter where it goes. If that's the case, I'm probably going to have it right there on the cold side piping, just because it's not in the way of anything. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get into this box right here, pull out my charge pipe for the B series, get the blow-off valve off of that since the other one's in the mail and it was shipped today. I'm gonna use that as far as mock-up and kind of see to the eyes of what looks good to me and placement wise. So this is my all motor 3-inch intake, and there's another attachment that goes here and points it right out the front bumper. I'm not doing 3-inch charge piping because I'm not going for big horsepower. My B series has always been 2.5, so I built my cold side charge piping for my K in 2.5 as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this Tial blow-off valve off my B series charge pipe and get that mounted on this flange, and then figure out which way looks best, I guess, as far as placement for the blow-off valve. And then I'm gonna go ahead and drill the hole. I think I have a hole saw that's about this size ish. And then I also have the K20 IAT sensor flange, which I am probably going to weld in the same location as my current intake. I think about 5-6 inches away from the intake. So I spoke to a friend of mine, Jason Schmuck. He does fabrication and stuff. Ideally, he said the blow-off valve has to be anywhere between the turbo and the throttle body. So after looking at a lot of the full race and a bunch of other kits online and his word of advice, I think I'm gonna have my BOV right here. Right here, I don't want to be too close to
you know, the throttle body, because that's where my IAT sensor is going to be at. So I want to have this up in the back. I don't want it here, be close to my hood. I don't want to be at the bottom because I don't want the two sensors or this and the sensor in the same spot. So I'm going to have it right here, kind of reroute my reservoir line, which is not a big deal. It can go right under or over, it don't matter. But I'm going to have that right there. And then I'm going to have my, where is it at? K-tuned IAT bung right here. I'm gonna have this welded on the bottom side, so that way the sensor's on the bottom and the plug is on the bottom 6 inches away from the throttle body, so it's not a sore eye up in the front like so. I'm gonna have it tucked underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it and start drilling out the hole and then take it. Falling behind on schedule today, but not much is getting done today anyways. I had to shut the garage. Went to Harbor Freight, 16 bucks, little drill press vise. My dad had one, but I had to go get my own because I want to weld flat stock to the clamping surface so I can get more coverage on the clamp. And the reason why I want to do that is so that way I can clamp charge pipe and have it steady in place rather than all over the table. Also, I had a hole saw drill that was too damn big, and then I had one that was too damn small. This one right here would look like this. See how it's not cut all the way to the edge? So I had to go buy a 1 3/4 right here. This is the inner diameter of this hole on the flange, so that should be precise. Also bought some wire wheel set. This one had the 2.5 and 3 inch, so I'm using these right here for when I use old downpipe to make a new downpipe, and that I can use. So this is just to clean out the inside, residue from the exhaust. If I needed to, this is just to have. I shouldn't be spending money, but this is $5. It'll be there when I need it. I'm gonna pull that out to vise this on that, and then on the drill press to get a precise hole cut, because I tried doing it earlier with the drill and you can see it was like running all over the place. So yeah. So flat stock welded to the vise. Definitely more clamping surface. 1 3/4 fit perfectly into the flange, as you can see right there. Definitely not gonna look like that, but so I'm gonna have this hooked up to the drill press, the pipe clamped on here. This one has a guide drill bit, my other one doesn't, so hopefully I get a nice straight cut going down. See how this one doesn't have the bit, but yeah. Okay. Deburring tool. I'm gonna deburr that, but let me show you here real quick. Where's my flange? Right here. Will you look at that? Not too shabby. Perfect hole right in the middle. Yeah. So now, I got this black dot right there for the intake air temp sensor, and that's done. So here it is. IAT sensor bung welded on under the intake. Top wall valve. It's kind of offsetted because my pipe actually sits like this, then it becomes horizontal. But check it out. Get that put on there. Nice and straight. Something like this. Give me a second here. Bam. Give you guys a better look here. IAT sensor on the bottom. Blow valve is in the position I want it to be. Yeah. Charge pipe gang, baby. So that wraps up this video. Give you another look at that. I'm going to install my all-motor 3-inch back on, get the car back to driving condition until further parts come in so I can continue building this turbo kit. Hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you guys do. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. See that? But anyways, I'll see you in the next video.